Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Antics and Anecdotes. I'm Leonardo.
I'm Jackson.
I'm Leo.
I'm Ben. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Just another Friday.
Just another Friday.
Nice start to the
Let's
weekend.
go.
Absolutely.
I'm pumped to be here. So yeah, Jackson, we were just talking earlier before we started this about what was it?
NFTs, non-fungible tokens, other known as like blockchain art or digital art. There was
Interesting.
a digital art piece made by this artist named Peele. He's pretty famous. He works with like a lot of artists on like visuals for DJ sets and whatnot, and he does stuff for like Apple and some big companies doing graphic design stuff. But he just sold a digital art piece, a non-fungible token, through Christie's auction house, and it sold for $69 million.
Jesus.
And if you think about it, whoever bought that just bought a JPEG image that have on your desktop, like a little image, for $69 million. But
what does the world come to?
I know, right?
That should be the title of our podcast episode.
At first, I had no idea what you're talking about, but the NBA has something called NBA Top Shot, I think, where it's like highlight plays, and you like open online packs and you can get highlight plays, and they sell for an insane amount of money.
Yeah,
like
Jesus.
I forget. There's like some LeBron James one that sold for like a record, like more than $1 million. I'm pretty sure.
So what is the difference between having that highlight play like real and just looking it up on YouTube?
Right? I don't know.
Yeah. So
I think it's just because it's exclusive. Like it's like for example, one was like one of 12 in the world.
12 what?
Like 12 of those
tokens,
specific highlight plays
of like video
clip. And I'm sure they're like
pretty much like
wasn't
owning
that
a
clip
movie.
broadcasted to the world?
right, but I've never looked at one, but I'm assuming that there's something special about them, like the effects on it or like stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can. I was talking to my buddy who's like really into blockchain and crypto things about it, and I'm like, let's talk about NFTs. Like, this shit just seems like a fucking Ponzi scam. Like, this shit is a total scam for all these people buying in at crazy prices right now. Like, people are gonna just lose a shit ton of money because how does this have any value? And then he started comparing it to the way like normal like really rich people collect expensive art pieces,
Right.
Or like cars or like whatever.
Right? But it's like
Watches.
it's hard to see the value in literally something
So
that
a non-tangible.
and it's like the way blockchain works is that it's like it certifies the authenticity of whatever image you have as the original image. That's what the blockchain can do. It's like like decentralize.
This is the one.
All the nodes on the network confirm the authenticity of whatever asset.
People are making it like have currency.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like people buy these things. It's kind of like collecting art, but it's like, is it really going to hold value the same way like a hundreds of year old painting does that has like significant value like in relation to history and stuff? I don't know.
Or just like your image gets leaked or something.
Well, it's like that's the thing. Like,
That's the whole blockchain.
like the image, it can be reproduced and like it like today that
So
it
it's
sold
just
for $69 million
be
was
like
on the front page of the Wall Street Journal.
Right.
Like, so it's like, how does it hold value if it can be spread everywhere? But
you just have the first one.
Yeah, you just
the,
have
the
first
one.
But the similar thing can be said for like actual art pieces that get painted. Like the original is worth a lot of money and it just sits there wherever protected. But you have like duplicates of that.
Yeah.
But it's still, I don't see the value in just like buying JPEG images.
I agree.
Unless you have like
crazy.
a 200-inch like monitor that like you're having people over and you just project
Constantly
it on
have
there.
it.
It's always just like that's your painting. It's gonna
Or
be
just
on
like
forever.
print it out in some giant.
But even then,
super
it's like that's the
expensive printer.
stupidest thing ever.
Yeah,
That's so
super
wild.
weird. Yeah, so that's
Lots like TikTok videos start being like monetized and be like, hey, you want to buy this girl's like TikTok video? Here's the bidding offer. like,
I'm sure you guys seen
Like,
how like,
you shouldn't have
imagine-
said that. TikTok just heard that. And they're like, oh fuck yeah!
I'm calling it right here.
I'm sure you've seen that, Jack Dorsey's trying to sell his original, like the first tweet ever on Twitter.
I saw that.
That's the same thing. That's
Yeah.
also an NFT. So there's someone's buying that using cryptocurrency and,
There's probably
they're
a
bidding on it, thining it's going to hold value and go up in the
Hold
future.
what value is the thing though? It's just like,
insane.
where is
Something
this
that you
value
can
derived
delete.
from?
It's like, like everything that's going on in the world right now, like people are just speculating like crazy about everything, like what market's going to go up,
what's the next big
like,
thing?
No one knows.
Yeah.
And like people are just pouring money
Pounding
into
for
shit
it.
because they're literally just printing billions of dollars all around the U.S. and just pumping into the economy. It's like people are just spending money just
Outrageously.
ignorantly and outrageously.
There's probably a bid for Trump's banned Twitter account. Like someone's gonna buy that in like a couple years.
Yeah. I feel like no one probably wants that.
Yeah.
Honestly. Probably like, I want to be as far away from that.
Probably
as
the
possible.
FBI probably is a hold of all that stuff now or something. I would think.
Yeah.
It's crazy he's still banned.
I hope it's a lifetime
It's
ban.
pretty hilarious.
I brought this up last time, but you guys heard
hilarious.
that he started chatting and all that through Venmo.
Yeah.
Oh
Venmo
my
requests.
God.
He would like
Oh
write
my
a
gosh, I
statement
didn't hear that.
and send like a cent to like whatever like his like son or something.
That's hella funny.
Be like, I will not be silenced.
Oh
like,
my
yeah, well.
God. Well, you're on fucking Venmo. Like, what is the reason for your money transfer?
Yeah.
Oh, the American people.
Imagine the company's just like, oh, God damn it. Like, we don't want you on
Fuck this guy. Why'd you come
Yeah.
here? That's funny.
That'd be so whack. Wait, so yeah, Jackson, you were talking earlier about the vaccines, because I know you got yours and you're just getting set up. What's like the process for that? I know I know the process of like getting it, but like Ben, when you went, like, was it just like in like a massive warehouse? And
well, so mine was at the Moscone Center
okay, yeah,
in downtown San Francisco, and
it's a good spot to hold it.
it was a very weird atmosphere. It was a very somber mood throughout the entire place.
Oh jeez.
Illness.
But like you walk in and like for me, I had an appointment, so they had a guy holding up a little sign that said my appointment time. So I walked into that line.
Mm-hmm.
Took me like 10 minutes to get into the building, and then it took me, I don't know, 30 minutes. We just had this huge winding line all the way, and then you sit on these chairs, and they take 5 people at a time up on certain rows, and that's when you get vaccinated. And then you wait 15 minutes, and you hope you don't have any weird side effects, and then you go on with your day.
I've been reading about some like the weird side effects and
Why?
shit. Like,
Why would you do that to yourself?
well, no, I just
They're
do it. I just do it
so
for the podcast
uncommon.
too. No, I know. I'm still getting it. Like I'm not worried about getting it. Screw
There was some lady near me that was like freaking out after.
Really?
So they have like a waiting section with all these people in it, and she like kept calling people like workers over to her like I have a weird pain in my chest. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm like really scared right now. I was like, I think you're just having a panic attack.
I think you're overthinking.
You need to
this.
calm down.
Shut the fuck up.
That's super interesting though. Wait, so like after did it like you got in your arm? I would assume
My arm was super sore the next
Yeah,
day.
I was gonna
for,
ask
for
if it
one.
was
I
super
think
sore.
it's probably
nut.
no. It doesn't really hurt anymore. I got it like Monday.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you got to get a second, right?
Yeah, my second one's like the end of March. I think you have to wait at least 20 days, like 20 to 40 days
Yeah, they're scheduled,
afterwards.
like 2 weeks out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know people have been talking about the different types.
So
Like
there's
the
Pfizer,
Johnson
which
and
is
Johnson
which is
type,
the
or
the Johnson Johnson
Yeah.
is a one treatment.
Johnson Johnson will give you cancer. Baby powder.
And
they're
then,
just injecting baby lube into you instead of the vaccine.
No tears.
baby oil, not no tears.
no tears, but cancer.
Weird. Interesting,
That
though.
was I
Super
took us off
interesting.
those lines.
The atmosphere in the building was like very weird. I walked in, and there was just like you could just feel the nervous energy
Yeah.
throughout all the people
I feel like
there.
people wouldn't. I feel like I don't know. I feel like people would almost be like stoked in a way, but
I'm
also
going in
I
there,
was-
fired the fuck
I
up.
was juiced. I was juiced coming out of it. Let's go! I was
yelling
so
outside
ready.
the building.
I was so happy.
I would be too. Damn. It's fucking gas.
Yeah. So now I'm an anti-masker. So you know it's pretty cool. It's a great life.
So even if you have that, do they give you anything to like says that you have it?
So
Like
they
an
give
ID
if
or
you
something?
get the Pfizer, which is the two treatment one, they give you like a punch card pretty much,
Yeah,
and they have to
yeah.
bring that with you the next time you get vaccinated.
Soon enough, they're gonna have an app. Once everybody gets their second round, whatever it is, you're gonna be like linked to an app, and then it's gonna have like a barcode or whatever. Says that you have this thing, so you can go into bars. You won't be able to go in without that app. It's fake IDs you can replicate and all that. So you need something like scannable and everything, and people will be able to go in if you have the vaccine.
And then that's how the government gets you right there.
But trust me, that's
That's
some
gonna
app
track
or
you
something
everywhere
like
you
that
fucking
is going
go.
to happen. It's going to be like a
think
COVID
so?
ID app, and it's just literally going to be like if you have it, like show the evidence that you have it.
No,
I
think,
swear
like,
that's going to come
I
out.
feel like for the vast majority of this country, people are just going to be like, "Who cares?" Like Texas
Yeah,
and Florida right now.
And even
Like,
if they
oh,
try and do
who
that,
cares?
like some
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Fuck you!" Like that's
Yeah.
like you're violating
your
my rights.
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, that's true. I guess
It is a cool idea though. I'm
You gotta
sure
get, like the whole world.
I'm sure
on
places
board, I
like
feel like.
the whole world will never be on board with one thing ever.
yeah,
Like, never ever.
literally never. I think I wouldn't be surprised if a place like that opened in San Francisco or like a bar started doing that. Like San Francisco would be one of the places that I would not be surprised if they did that.
I mean, the ID stuff's fine too. You just go like get whatever like. But I mean, I feel like that.
I still need to get.
You can like copy
my
so quickly.
Horizontal ID. I haven't done that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I still have that too.
I'm 15 years old in my photo.
Yeah,
it's just the weirdest thing ever.
How
still a
fun to send
sophomore
you
in
a
high
new one when
school.
you're 20? It's like just wait until you're 21 and have me go in and get my new horizontal with the new picture. But no, mine expires 2024 now. I gotta wait like 3 years.
Yeah.
I really
no
couldn't care
sense.
less. I look like a stupid little kid though in mine, but
Yeah,
I'm literally 15.
I'm doing like the
I'm 15
mugshot.
years old. Like I look younger than I already do, and it's just like it always causes me problems. They're like,
Yeah,
I get a double take every now and then.
we were out the other day on where was it? Like in the Mission somewhere, just getting like Mexican food. Tommy, Caitlin, Luke, everybody. And we all like ordered drinks, everything all sat down. Didn't ask for any IDs. And then Tommy ordered a drink. And Tommy was the only one that got carded. He was just so butthurt about it. I'm like, dude, it's fine.
That's funny.
Don't worry.
Tommy would get pissed off about that.
Take it personally.
He's like, what the hell? Like,
Fucking kidding me?
and the waiters kind of like felt bad after too because she didn't ID anybody else. She's like, "Oh, sorry, honey. Like, I just wanted to check." He's gonna kill me for saying this.
Tom.
Well, now we'll be able to have the podcast later, huh? With daylight savings coming soon.
Yeah,
Let's try to
tomorrow
guess
night.
the date.
Tomorrow
Date
night.
today?
Oh, it's
I
tomorrow
don't
night.
know.
Okay, well, I was gonna look it up. There you
Okay,
go.
this may be like a really stupid statement, but I swear it's because the time doesn't change until the day of daylight savings.
Oh, here we
But
go.
I swear it's been getting lighter earlier.
Yes.
Is
that
that's
just
how
because-
the system works?
because
Yeah,
it goes to a
it
certain
goes
point.
slowly day by day. It goes slowly day by day
Until
until
the
there's
threshold-
one arbitrary day where it actually switches.
I'm stupid, I know.
The Earth's axis is like this, right?
Yes.
You know, a little slanted.
Slanted.
You
And
know,
we go around the sun, keeping this.
Yes, okay. The
trajectory,
winter
right?
solstice is the shortest day of the year, and the summer solstice is the longest day, sunlight wise.
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah.
I learned that from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Go on.
So as the northern hemisphere, as we move around the sun, and the northern hemisphere is pointed more towards the sun, that's when we get more.
Gotcha.
More heat.
Thanks,
That makes
guys.
sense.
Appreciate
Summer,
it.
Spring.
No, but that's a good
Summer,
question,
spring,
though.
those ones.
No, wait. I heard something like something. I heard something on the Rooster Teeth podcast. Gavin was saying about like how on leap years, like every like couple like 1,000 years,
I knew
they're like a date gets added or a leap. There is like no leap year. I gotta listen to the podcast. No, but I know about the leap year stuff. But it's like every like in terms of like decades long, like years long. It's like every couple 1,000 years you like add another
Google
date to our calendar via like how like I don't know how like our solar system is changing. It's super weird. I gotta look up the exact like whatever number of it.
But I think also days are
Yeah.
days are technically not 24 hours long. Like they're like 23,
Yeah,
59.
I mean if you're
and-
like in the North Pole, like you always see
Our
sunlight.
time doesn't even exist. We're
Yeah.
just floating in a speck.
Just a
It's just, yeah. It's just
Bro,
a
did you guys know? I
setup
saw this
of
video that we're
things.
not just going this way, but we're also moving.
Oh yeah,
at this, I did not know
everything
that.
is moving. We're just falling through space
Well,
infinitely.
the universe started with a big explosion, so everything's just
True,
like,
yeah.
expanding.
No,
Yeah.
God made Adam and Eve in.
It expands, and then one day, literally, it's all gonna stop expanding and fucking
There are
retract.
theories that the
Who knows?
what's
You
the
can't
fucking-
possibly
the
know.
fruit she eats.
Well,
What's theories? The
apple?
fruit she eats was actually like a psychedelic mushroom.
Oh my God! That would be
Of
crazy.
course.
And then what happened?
Of course,
And then the rest
like
of
that.
creation happened.
like, whoa, we were really high, man.
The video I
off
showed
that
you,
apple.
the video I
Far
showed
out,
you
man.
years
You gotta
ago.
get more mushrooms.
Remember they depicted the end of the universe like based on their theories, and based on their theories, pretty much like everything would like stop. Everything would like finally like stop and come to a halt after like black holes and all that like gobble everything up and die out. Everything would just stop. Nothing would move. Nothing would do anything, and time would then be meaningless because nothing would be in movement and nothing is changing ever again. So then that would be it. That's like
Well,
one
I
of
feel like
someone's
that
like
YouTube video.
yeah,
like,
yeah, and it's just like that's it. And then it's like boom, stop, done.
But is space like? I mean, it's space. It's like a weird
all
concept
theory.
to think about it being like infinite.
Yeah.
So like,
But the way like that he just
Like, how
like
does that even
scientists
fucking
describe
work?
it.
I can't even understand how fucking space it just goes
Yeah.
on and then it doesn't stop going on
Yeah.
literally forever. I don't get that.
Well, this would happen if that
Like
theory
there's
is
no
correct,
just
it would happen,
wall, like the rendering
yeah.
stops somewhere. It's just like nope, it just keeps going.
It's like in Minecraft. Just
Yeah, I was literally
Yeah,
that when you said
yeah.
rendering. I was like, what the
Just
fuck?
like perpetually moving.
Yeah,
outward.
for infinite into
Yeah.
infinity
So
because
you
there's
can
no
never get to that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's just going and going and going.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, what is
We'll
it
never
going
be there to
in?
see.
Where is it going? How?
I don't know. It's kind of similar in the way that you just like look to the horizon. It just like keeps going. You know, it's like
Well, yeah, like,
In a very simplified
Well,
way.
that looks,
Oh, that's
well, that's
very
kind of
poetic,
because like, the
Jackson.
Earth is kind of curved or whatever. You look at like a straight horizon,
No,
it
it's
kind of
flat.
keeps going, kind of keeps going and going because it eventually disappear. Like if you look up at like,
Yo, how do flat earthers actually justify their thoughts? Like,
I don't
it
know.
doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
oh, I watched a video the other
Makes no
day
sense.
of this historian who is like studying this other guy who like this other like engineer in like Egypt or something, and basically they like figured out how the circumference of the Earth and that proved that the Earth was round by using like 2 obelisks, shadows, and some guy just walking, and it was basically like they put 2 obelisks at the same height. 700 kilometers away, and they knew it was 700 kilometers because they had some guy like pace it out, and so it was
Yeah.
like exactly
Jesus.
Well, this guy was like the second
the worst fucking job
Well,
ever.
it was such a walk. Anyways, so they had some guy pace it out, so they knew how far it was, and then so like at based off the shadow at one's place, they're like basically like if the shadows are both 0 at the same spot, then yeah, the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Like the Earth is flat.
Oh,
but
I
if
get
the
what you're
shadow
saying.
is longer, farther away, and if there's no shadow here and a long shadow there, then the Earth is obviously curved.
It's curving it, yeah.
And so they could measure like the degree of the shadow or the increase, and they came to the conclusion that was like they were 7 degrees apart because if you took the 2 obelisks and put them down to the center of the Earth in a straight line, that would make up for 7% of the Earth's crust, and then they just fill in the rest of the
Damn.
360 degrees, and they came to the conclusion it was like 42,000 kilometers in a circle, and it was like, oh, that's the fucking right answer. And it was like they figured it out with literally shadows, sticks, and someone walking. Like
That's insane.
crazy.
That literally, that's
Yeah, nuts. Yeah. Anyways, that was mine.
science for you.
Well, it's more math, but
And some just smart guy.
A little bit of both.
do you think those guys were smarter than smart people today?
Some of them were based off their resources.
Right. I mean, they're
Yeah.
limited to their.
I mean, they built the foundation of everything that we know. Like the foundations that they built on like chemistry and physics are, you know, like monumental in
Yeah.
like, the creation of society.
Yeah, that's very true.
They're just limited to their times, technology, and knowledge.
Yeah.
The Ship of Theseus. you guys haven't seen the end of WandaVision, have you?
I haven't seen a single episode. I've heard it's crazy.
Oh
though.
God, you gotta watch it. It's so good. There's this. So it won't give anything away about the plot, but
Better fucking not.
there's this one example. It's actually the dopest scene, but I'm just gonna speak in metaphors. There's one example that the show gives out called the Ship of Theseus. So say the Ship of Theseus is it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of like a study in philosophy where the Ship of Theseus was this Greek philosopher who had a ship. It somehow was put in a museum millions of years later for like his like whatever he did. The ship sits there forever. Over time, the planks rot and are replaced with new planks. And over time, every plank is now a new plank. So now the old planks are gone. Is that the Ship of Theseus still?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Moreover, if, say the same ship is getting molded, say I take those planks, I remove the rot from them, and then place all the planks back, is that the Ship of Theseus?
No.
Neither are. Both are. Both of the ship. It's just, because one holds the memories and like the actual voyages of the wood that Theseus touched himself versus
Right.
the other wood that was replaced. So both are and both aren't. Isn't that very interesting? And so that's like kind of the premise of like what the finale is. I don't want to get.
I'm trying to think about how that would fit into one.
Dude, Ben. Oh, you're gonna shit your pants. This thing keeps.
I
But
watched
yeah,
the
isn't
first
that
3
crazy?
episodes. It's pretty good. Yeah, that is
it's a field of study in philosophy. It's supposed to be like a
I feel
metaphysics
like
philosophy.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah,
I've
you
heard of the
probably
Ship of
studied it
Theseus
before. It's super interesting though, because like the question, the ultimate question is what you think that thing is. Is it your memory, your attachment to the material, or the actual name and
or how it looked new or something kind of
like what the
was.
history of it is, or just like the material. And that's like it's just super interesting. Like thinking about that. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Like, well, what would you think it would be?
Philosophy's hard.
Right?
Yeah,
That's like the hard. If I had a test on that, it'd be like, fuck me.
One of the not derpiest, but like weirdest things I had to think about in a philosophy class. It was like, so like when you're dreaming, you don't know you're dreaming, and it's like this philosophy. It's like, who's to say that like you're not just like you don't know you're a human when you're dreaming. You're just in a dream projecting what you see, whatever it could be, because some dreams are completely fictional. Like you're just seeing weird shit that isn't correct, and so it's just like, how do you know? Not necessarily how do you know when you're dreaming and when you're not, but like how do you know that you're even a human?
Right,
like,
right now.
Right now, or you're just dreaming that you are, and like the whole concept is like you could just be like a butterfly's dream right now, and you're gonna just wake up at some point and just be a fucking butterfly. But it's just like
that's super.
You don't.
It's like
because you can't ever know when you're dreaming, really.
You can't,
and you don't ever think about yourself being a human when you're in a dream.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how do you know that you're not just a butterfly?
It reminds me of like everyone always says like, what happens if one day you just like snap out of like, well, that was a crazy trip.
Yeah, or something like that. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it'd be scarring.
We just go back to Tahoe.
It's literally like
or we go back to Tahoe on the when we took the mushrooms in Tahoe on the hillside. It was like, holy fuck! Like it's been like 5 years later. It's like,
it's like that episode of Rick and Morty when Rick plays that one game in the alien.
Oh yeah.
He lives a guy's life.
the simulation game.
I want to say it's like Bill
or maybe it is
Bob or something.
Yeah, you beat cancer, went back to the carpet store.
Yeah, what's the name of that? That episode was great.
Dude,
that
Was
was
it on the one where Jerry goes to like a daycare center? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
It's a place where like you can't die. It's just like there's like
No, that's the Whirly
Is that a
Dirly.
different one?
I
Yeah.
think it's a different one.
Yeah.
Or
No, that is the same one.
maybe it is the same one.
I'm pretty sure that's the same one.
Anyways,
Anyway,
Great show.
Good show. I'll read a little ad read so we can get out of the way for the load of ants. Are you a petrol head? Is your first memory stealing the family station wagon? Did you watch Top Gear 16 times over? Well, then make sure to check out Coming in Clutch. It's a new age podcast about car culture, car news, and notable guests from the automotive industry. Hosted by the Speedy Greedy and the LA Car Spotter, these dudes dig cars more than they need air. Make sure to give them a listen on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcast from. And they're also available to watch on YouTube. Thanks again, Lorenzo and Cody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
did
right?
Lorenzo actually
drive
steal the family station wagon one time?
He wishes. I mean, the family station wagon is in the Maserati. And yeah. Just shredding the brakes and tires, and my mom brings it in. Oh, I just got the brakes replaced 6 months ago. I don't know what happened to them.
Jesus, the people at the service department were like, this lady's ripping it through the city.
Oh, they were loving it. They're like, yeah, keep bringing it in.
Yeah, like, oh, it's the 40 G's, 10 grand to break that.
Like, how does this lady not know her son's ripping her car?
Or they're probably thinking this lady's just ripping it.
Speed Racer Marianne.
Oh man. All right, what else? I was looking at a couple articles today. One of them that was pretty interesting was there was a meteor that came into our atmosphere like 2 days ago over Vermont. And it broke up in the atmosphere, but people described it as like the biggest like ball of like just flame, like
cool.
coming at them, and then it just disintegrated. And apparently, the scientist says as the object penetrates deeper in the atmosphere, pressure builds up on its front, while a partial vacuum forms behind it. About 30 miles up, the pressure difference between front and back exceeds the structural strength, and the space rock fragments violently explodes.
That's cool.
Producing a pressure wave that rattles buildings and generates a sound heard by the noise and trajectory. So it's like people from like other like cities and
So
like
it's just like
neighborhoods
such
could, feel it.
contrasting pressures at the front and the back of the meteor cause it to just fucking disintegrate and explode, kind of.
What if it was Optimus Prime?
Yeah,
Just
just literally
breaks.
just kind of crumbling,
That's
and then it just
insane.
burns up. 'cause
Nuts,
it's so
though?
hot.
It's
That is kinda
holy
crazy.
I always
I
thought
definitely
it
didn't
just
know that.
like burned.
Yeah, it got too
It's
hot
like-
and burned
Yeah,
up
that's
into
what I
nothing.
thought. Disintegrated.
They give a little map too, and they show you all the spots where all like the stuff,
The
like
fragments
the
hit.
fragments may have landed and stuff.
Over a pretty big
Oh,
area.
damn, it really exploded.
Well, yeah, I mean it cracks
Yeah.
30 miles up, so
And then it just
Yeah,
like
that's
from
true.
there, I guess it just. But yeah, you would think it'd be in a smaller area.
I don't know. 30 miles up in the air is pretty high.
It's like
And also, like,
What is a mile? Like 3,600 feet or something
No,
like
it's
that?
2,580, I think. 2,582. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Google, Leonardo, Google how many feet are.
I think 258 and 2 are in the mile length.
I think it's
I'll look it up.
feet in a mile. Oh fuck!
Okay, see, I was right about the 258.
Only 3,000 feet off.
My
though.
dyslexic ass just couldn't figure out where to put them.
we're having
Okay.
technical
So
difficulties.
yeah, so that's
here.
like
Dude, yeah, this one I give it to myself because it's like
a lot.
That's okay. We'll round down to
Well,
5,000.
yeah, 5,000 times 3 is 150,000 feet, right?
At least,
About
probably even
about
more.
like probably
How
180,000.
high does a jet travel at? Like a couple miles?
I feel like a jet is like
a plane.
5,000.
A plane?
I don't even.
10,000
They might
feet.
not-
Oh no, 10,000 feet's cruising altitude.
Yeah, yeah,
it?
yeah. It is.
I think
It
so.
is.
I'm not
It
a
is.
pilot.
Somewhere between like 10 and 20 is where planes are probably at.
Like a fighter jet or like a plane?
It's definitely at least a mile.
Fighter jets go 3,000 miles an hour on average.
No, how far from the surface of the Earth? Altitude.
It's I'm pretty sure right about that. 10,000 feet is cruising
10,000
altitude.
cruising
I've heard that
altitude.
like a bunch of times.
But I feel like, yeah.
50,000 feet?
I mean, like it's not called the
Military
Mile High
planes?
Club
Oh,
for anything.
50,000 for
50?
He said military planes.
Some
Oh, yeah.
rocket powered planes can fly as high as 100,000 feet.
Well, it's like the
That's like
fucking
leaving
space
the
shuttle.
atmosphere. Yeah, it's not even near.
galactic supersonic.
Intergalactic space, here we come.
Yeah, 150,000 feet, 30 miles is pretty high up.
Yeah.
It's pretty up there. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
far.
I thought you guys would find that a little interesting. Hopefully,
That is cool.
That was cool.
I thought it would just get so hot that it cracked and then just kind of like fell
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah, disintegrated.
I think like those spots are like they're not even big meteors. They're like literally just like the residue or whatever.
The what?
Like small, like it would almost be like sand. Like
Oh, or
falling-
that's
like,
just
you know what
like,
I'm saying?
or
It'd
that
be
was just
breaking
like the
up so much.
trajectory of where it
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
landed. Like,
I don't think it would be like massive
That'd
like
be
boulders.
No, it's
so
very
cool to have a
rare to
meteorite
have
though. That'd be
meteors
so sweet to
hit
have one.
Earth.
Just like have a meteorite. That'd be really cool.
The scientists said it
That would be so
apparently
sick.
it broke off from just like some massive meteor
Yeah.
in the atmosphere, and they've been tracking it.
So
for
like,
a
what
year
is
or
the
two.
difference? So like, I think like a meteor is when a asteroid enters the atmosphere. So
Oh,
what
yeah,
is the
what is the
difference
difference?
between what is the difference between a comet and an asteroid?
Comets have an orbit.
Are you? I don't. Are okay.
I'm
I don't know
almost
anything about
positive about
Asteroids
that.
consist of metals and rocky materials. Comets are made up of ice, dust, rocky materials, and organic compounds. Well, when comets get closer to the sun, they lose material with each orbit because some of their ice melts and vaporizes. Asteroids typically remain solid even when near the sun.
So a comet orbits the sun.
Comets,
kinda.
comets
Okay.
technically have a lifespan. Then.
I did not
comets-
know that, but
I
yeah.
don't think they
'Cause-
orbit the
'cause they
sun.
say-
No,
'cause
it
they
just
I mean,
said it
well-
was something about orbiting.
Yeah,
Their
yeah,
ice
orbiting
because
our
Haley,
planet.
vaporizes.
like
yeah.
Haley's comet comes around once every
Oh yeah.
long fucking time.
So maybe it's on like some weird like super like ovular.
Well, I mean,
orbit
all of the
for some reason.
orbits are
yeah.
ovular.
Well, I mean, just like elongated, so
very-
you only see
yeah,
it for
yeah,
like a
yeah.
It's like
second
Star
or
Wars, in
a
like a hyperspace
second.
lane, just going all the way around a galaxy. Come back. another-
Comets are just like space debris frozen into a clump.
Yeah, just like
Into a
alien
cloud.
shit. It's like the airplanes that drop like the toilet stuff really high up. It freezes, and it's just aliens doing that. That's what a comet is. Just frozen alien airplane shit.
Do you guys think comets last forever?
No.
No, I mean you just
nothing
said
lasts
that
forever.
No, I
each,
know. I
each
wanted
pass
to-
around.
Yeah, comet. It says comets don't last forever. They reduce.
That's kind of sad. Haley's comet's not going to be around forever. I didn't know
Well,
that.
a million years though.
I was gonna say
Takes
we'll be
about
gone
million years
long
on average,
earlier.
They say.
Well, it's probably been around for a long fucking time, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it was probably around for a long time before anyone even noticed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's super interesting.
That was cool.
Space.
The Final Frontier.
Spicy.
Did you guys ever watch Star Trek?
Yeah, but not like religiously.
No, I
Oh,
need
yeah.
that.
My
finally got your
middle
shoes.
school math teacher was
You
like
say you're gonna get a new pair the other
a
day?
freak about Star Trek.
Really.
She had like a tramp stamp on her back of
Oh,
Star Trek.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was
God.
nuts. Of like the Enterprise on her
Live
back.
long and prosper.
See that? Turn, run.
I never was into like Star Trek. I mean, then again, I'm like
Star
into
Wars for life,
but
baby.
I'm not-
Yeah, I'm more of a Star
Never into
Wars
that.
boy.
Yeah. It seems more like a feeling.
Okay,
Star
would
Trek
you
is super
rather?
nerdy.
I've heard this so many times. Would you rather be a Jedi or a wizard? And you can have wizard. Well, no.
I would rather
Gan-
be a Jedi because there's
Wait,
way
Jedi,
less
Star
Jedis.
Wars, wizard, like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah,
Oh, that was a good clarification question.
I don't know.
because
what
Gandalf is
wizards
technically
can do,
an angel,
really.
so like he's got godly powers.
If I would be a Jedi because there's way less Jedis than there are fucking wizards. Like you go to school with a million fucking wizards, you're not special. Jedi's kind
Yeah.
of
You can
sick.
basically
I wouldn't-
do
I
anything
mean-
if you're a wizard, though. Jedi's can only do a couple things.
But
Yeah, but
having
if,
a
like, if
lightsaber and
anybody
using the
can do
force
anything,
is
then
so
it's nothing.
sick.
I don't know.
You can also do the same kind of shit with your wizard. You
That's
can
just
fucking
cap.
move things around.
That's just cap.
I have a light sword. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a light.
I have something that can
Jedi.
cut through literally anything.
Whatever I want.
I mean, like, what do you mean though? Like, are we in like a wartime? Like, are we just sitting around with our lightsabers?
Would you
chopping up stuff?
would you rather be in the Harry Potter universe or the Star Wars
Okay,
universe?
Okay. That's a better question.
You're not just one in this present world.
Okay.
I feel like I'd rather be
Watson.
Harry Potter because it's kind of like, like you're just in college, like wizard college.
Yeah,
Well, that
maybe
would
you're
be
right.
sick. That
Maybe
would
you're
be-
right.
And
Yeah, you're not just
if
like
you're a Jedi, you're some
under
celibate
constant
fuck.
oppression by the
Yeah.
Empire and Star Wars. So maybe Harry Potter
Screwing
is the
with
right way to
banjo
go.
on the
Fuck,
side?
that's a good
Full-
point.
I was just,
God
I
damn it,
was just,
Jackson.
I was just thinking of the scene where like Ron Weasley's mom has all the dishes cleaning in the bath.
Yeah,
and the
true.
broom sweeping. I was like, that would be nice to clean my room like that.
Wash your sheets.
Yeah, do my laundry magic.
I think I'd still rather be a Jedi.
I got swayed. I'm gonna be a
The Wizard College, it was a great
Yeah.
point, but just I don't know.
I've watched like one Harry Potter, so
What?
I would go- I would
Really?
be a
Fuck is
Jedi.
wrong with
yeah,
you?
I know.
Bro, I went.
So I would have to be
invisible
a Jedi 'cause I don't-
cloak?
I don't know anything about.
Yeah,
the
that is
wizards.
the cloak of it. Well, I mean,
there's
that's
only
one
one
of
of
the
those.
Deathly Hollows or whatever they call it. So it's pretty rare to have.
You gotta be a
This
pretty high
kid,
level.
this
to
kid
unlock
that lived on my floor in college, who ended up being one of my good friends, hadn't seen a single Star Wars movie or Harry Potter movie coming into college. I was like, Jesus Christ, how'd you fucking
I don't know
live?
if I've seen all the Harry Potters. I've definitely seen all the Star Wars, but I haven't like watched.
My mom used to like read the Harry
only
Potter
seen-
books to me when I would
I
go
don't
to
know if I've
bed.
ever watched Lord of the Rings. All of those.
What? Those are
I'm
like
gonna
arguably better
Yeah,
than
I
Harry
don't think I've
Potter.
seen all
if
of
not
them
way
either.
better than Harry Potter.
That-
now that I think
that's-
about it.
See, a lot of that stuff.
That's
does,
what
like,
I'm most passionate about is Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
those are-
Really?
yeah, Lord of the Rings is.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
feel like
well,
I'm
first of
not,
all,
like,
it's
into them because they were
Lord of the
made a
Rings is
while
the
ago.
greatest trilogy of all time. Okay, anything ever. It's the greatest trilogy of all time.
There's the Hobbit too, though, right?
That's
Yeah,
not in
that's
the
that's
trilogy.
not that's different. That's a different trilogy. Lord of the Rings better than the Godfather trilogy in my opinion. Better than what else is a fucking trilogy? Hunger Games is a
Twilight?
trilogy. Oh, that's
I don't
actually,
think
that,
the
that'll-
Godfather is a good like competitor in the trilogy.
I mean,
area.
Godfather Part 1 and 2 are amazing.
Yeah. I agree.
Part 3 is
I think
dog
well,
shit.
The Godfather Part 1 is obviously the best.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2 is good, and Part 3 is just like
Dog shit.
That's how it all goes. They all start and just always.
Yeah.
when
There's a
sequels.
couple good competitors.
like
I kind of
Shrek.
forget. I mean, like the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
the Bourne series is a good trilogy.
yeah.
That is a great trilogy.
Yeah,
Actually.
I haven't seen those movies in
Nowhere near
forever.
Lord of the Rings.
No,
but it's such a great. It is a
Nothing-
great trilogy.
I mean,
Just a good, solid movie.
movies. You
Lord of the Rings are so good though, bro. When the quarantine first started, I can't believe it was like a year ago at this point. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's
I know.
weird.
But when it first started,
like a year.
they had like the Lord of the Rings director's cut trilogy on sale on like the Xbox marketplace. So it would turn like a 3-hour movie
was
into
gonna
like a
say.
4-hour movie. And I bought it and watched all of them in like
I remember you telling
4
me
days.
that.
It's like 12 hours of film time.
It's even more because they have like the behind the scenes after the movie too.
my God.
Like I have I have a hilarious video of the first one. The Fellowship had just gotten together like in Rivendell. They first like band together and like decided they're gonna go to Mordor, and there was still like 2.5 hours left of the movie.
Oh my God.
It was so great.
I've seen the first one. I don't think I've seen half of the second, and I haven't
fuck?
seen
The first one's the first one is the worst.
Watched part of the first
Yeah,
one.
see, I need to watch them all again.
Dude, oh my god.
You
I'll
should
watch them
totally
with you.
watch them.
I'll watch the shit out of them with you. I'll bring my
If we
Xbox
do that,
over and we
let's
can
go,
watch.
Let's go to the movie theater in Peb.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll bring my Xbox and we can set it up and watch the extended version.
I'm down.
It's so, bro. They're actually so good.
They're
I'm
really
not
good.
kidding, bro. It's the greatest trilogy of all time.
No, like the CGI and stuff like really holds up because I was interested with some, and so I like went on YouTube and I like looked up like different shit for it, and I'm like, damn, is that
Bro, they almost swept the Oscars one year.
Yeah, they won them like.
yeah,
They
got
won like 12 awards in
didn't
one
they-
year.
Didn't they win Best Picture one year?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I'm sure.
Return of
The
the
third one.
Return of the King. Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost swept the Oscars.
Yeah.
They were nominated for like 13 awards and won 12 of them.
That's crazy. They won Best Picture.
Because it's
For an ending
really
trilogy. It is a
fucking
great
good.
picture.
It's
Ending,
really
like,
fucking
trilogy
good.
movie. Like,
I'm
that's
telling
wild.
you, bro. I'm telling you.
You should watch it tonight, Lardo.
That's like the Dark Knight Rises winning Best Picture.
Oh, okay.
You know
That
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
other.
Like, that's a
that was the
Batman
other really
Begins,
good
Dark
trilogy.
Knight. Like,
that was the
that's
other
just
really
wild.
good trilogy that held his
It's
ground. Is the
interesting.
Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, that shit's
I
so.
almost
I
watched
love
all those
Batman
last night.
Begins. People don't like it, but I think it's
So good.
It's a great setup movie.
The Dark Knight Rises is like
Who's the next Batman in the next movie?
fucking Twilight guy.
Pattinson?
Yeah, Robert
Pattinson. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
Did you guys see
How
Tenet?
has he been in since Twilight?
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Really?
Tenet,
feel like he's
the,
been out of it.
the Lighthouse with him and the Green Goblin from Spider-Man.
He's
old-
in
the
the
guy.
whatever.
Fuck, what is his name?
No, not that. He's in the Netflix.
He's a
show,
really good
too.
actor. They're honestly both really good actors.
Devil and His Friends on Netflix.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Holland.
yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen that, but Chris was watching it one night. I was like, oh.
He's in this. He's in this
Looks
like kind of indie movie called Good Times. It's made by like A24, if you know that company. They made like, I don't know. They make a lot of good films. I think they helped make Get Out and what's the other one
was
called?
Crazy. Get Out.
Get Out's crazy.
Us.
Us, yeah. So I was watching Get Out for the first time with a couple of my friends. One of them had already seen it, and like 30 minutes into the movie, he asked for both of our predictions, and mine was literally spot on. It was
Which
actually
one
kinda,
was the one with the scissors?
It's like, I know this is far fetched, but just hear me out.
I hate that movies. I shit my pants.
The what movies?
Like Get Out type of movies.
Which one was the one with the
That was
scissors?
so
That's
weird.
It's just like
us,
a yeah.
Us was that one? Okay, I haven't seen Get Out. I saw Us.
Get
Us
Out's
was creepy as
way
fuck.
My
better.
teacher,
Get Out's really
my
just
teacher ruined Get Out for me.
Nuts.
Because I hadn't seen the movie and she played like parts of it in class. And, like I hadn't seen it before. And the teacher was like, "Oh, we're gonna watch like parts of this movie," and like skipped around and stuff. Like, all right, like you just ruined the movie for me.
Thanks,
I
lady.
told you I hadn't seen it, but cool. Like, I have to sit in here. So
Oh my god.
I was super pissed because I remember you telling me it was a good movie. I was like, "Wow, I ruined it."
I mean, when it first came out, people were freaking the fuck out because it was Jordan Peele's like
Yeah.
first
Yeah, it was a
movie.
big debut
People
for
were
him.
like, what the fuck? Like this guy was on Key and Peele. Like, how is he gonna make a good? It was a really good movie. Like, it wasn't just like thriller type, but it was actually like a well put together
Yeah.
movie.
Psychological thriller too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Just like people jumping around.
I haven't even seen Parasite yet.
Oh
I
my!
haven't
That's
seen that either.
It's a great movie. Have you seen it? It's
Just
Every
don't
time
wanna
I
read
want to watch it,
subtitles for
yeah,
2
I'm like, I don't know,
it's
but, like, I
really
need it-
it's really
like,
fucking good.
Yeah, I need to get over that.
It's really
film.
good. You fuck. Actually, no. You watch.
Wait, no, I do, but it's just that those aren't 2 hours long.
It's worth it. It's really good.
Uh,
I was very skeptical about it too when I watched it with Matt Lyons and he was like, "Have you seen this?" I was like, "No." He's like, "I will gladly watch it again because it's that good." I was like, "All right, let's do
Fair
it."
enough.
Have you seen any of his other movies? Bong Joon-ho.
No,
He makes this movie called Snowpiercer. It's with Chris Evans with Captain America.
is that the
Like,
one
they're
on
all,
the
like, on
on
that
the train?
Yeah, and like
I've-
post-apocalyptic after the world's
I've
like
heard
frozen
of that one.
over.
I haven't watched it though.
It's just like a train going around like the world.
Didn't they make
one track
a
over
series
and
out of that?
At the front of the train are like rich people, and then as you go back, it's like the poor people at the end. Back of the
They made a
bus.
TV show off of that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they did. It's on HBO or something or TNT.
I think it's on TNT, yeah.
I saw an ad for it. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I'm surprised
watched it today.
TNT hasn't made a streaming service. I feel like they were one of like the.
It's gonna be TNT.
I feel like they were gonna be one of the-
TNT. Yeah.
I feel like they were
AT&T's gonna be
one of the
like,
early like big dogs of like television. You know, like
Yeah.
they always had like I don't know the good shows on it. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm getting Paramount soon too, because the new
Paramount
the
Plus.
new Halo show is gonna be on Paramount.
Oh my gosh, forgot about
I
that.
can't fucking wait. It's been like forever. Steven
There's so
Spielberg
many
is
streaming
producing it.
services.
He's
Yeah.
directing or whatever.
It just
directing it.
defeats the purpose of getting rid of cable. Like,
Yeah,
my parents still have
literally.
cable, and it's like having Xfinity. It just allows you to fucking still get all of that shit on the Xfinity streaming thing. It's like, I don't. It's like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah,
cut
it's just
cable and then
very
you just-
selective.
You just have to go. Okay, I have to go get all these.
Right,
16
exactly.
streaming
Yeah,
services.
sign into them
Pay
all.
even more than what I was paying for
Yeah, but a lot
cable.
of stuff you can't get on cable. You can't get a lot like access like,
And, like,
any
you don't
show,
have any
any show you
ads.
want on any of the subscriptions through cable whenever you want.
No, I'm saying Xfinity, like you pay for the cable and you pay for all like the premium channels through your cable. And
Yeah.
you go on the Xfinity stream and you can go and watch live TV from the stream if you want, but you can also have like access to the whole like on-demand streaming library of like all the fucking shows that are on the cable,
Yeah,
all the fucking
yeah.
premium channels.
But that's
Which
the
is
thing, though,
most,
like,
which
that's
is
every-
most, yeah.
No, but like all these shows that like, for instance, shows that I want to watch, like Mandalorian or WandaVision or like whatever
Well,
it is,
right.
HBO
True.
documentaries and stuff like that.
yeah,
you
for
physically
originals
can't.
like that, you still
I think
Yeah,
I think
and it's
I
gonna
think
be
Disney
coming
Plus
out
is
more
like the
and
most
more.
exclusive streaming service. Like I
Yeah.
feel like most of the stuff that's on there is not on most of the other places,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
everything else is pretty much just the same shit.
No, it's definitely like I was telling a bunch of my family members because they're like, "What do we like? Do we still get this?" I'm like, I mean, I just have Apple TV and just have Wi-Fi.
Like every new streaming
I have
service,
my subscriptions, but
every new streaming service comes out, like one of their main selling points is Rick and Morty. Like I swear for every single one, it's like Rick and Morty, like
Yeah.
Family Guy. Like you can get that at literally
yeah,
every single
you
one.
can get that little. You can freaking pirate it off the internet. Like, yeah,
I love that Angela
I'm
has
totally
all
with
those
you though.
accounts. 'Cause I have all those accounts.
Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot of fucking subscriptions. It's a lot of shit. All right,
Yeah, it
let's
definitely adds up.
What do you got for us?
let's finish it up with some $1 million. But we have like another 15 minutes left. 20 minutes. Let's go. I have $2 billion questions because I was feeling risky. And I thought of some good ones. It's been hard for me to come up with all these fucking ones week after week. All right, guys, $1 million, but a lot of money, La Baz. But every day for 5 years, 5 minutes each day, you were being filmed without you knowing. Like there's like an invisible camera. And it's at random every day. It could be you sleeping, it could be like showering, it could be like whatever it is, working.
Enough.
Yeah,
And then
that would all go through our minds.
and the vid is put up on the internet.
Oh.
Bro, so you could
So
literally
there's like a LeoLaRocca.com of every 5 minutes of my day.
Yeah, for 5 years.
you become
get
the
$1
Truman.
million
You become the
bucks.
Truman Show.
Yeah.
It's
but only
invisible. You
5
don't
minutes.
know it's filmed. You don't know like
Right,
it's
but-
published and whatever.
Can
It's just
you?
like,
Can I later go on and see the video of what
yeah,
it was?
yeah.
For 5 years, you just have to do nothing bad.
And then in 5 years, if you want, you can
Well-
delete all that stuff off the internet. I'll give you that.
I
you have
mean,
to
well,
completely
I mean,
change
if
your
you
life.
if you allot it to like statistics, it's like half the time, 50% of the time, it's gonna be you filming sleep. Half the time,
Exactly.
a quarter of the time, it's gonna be
Exactly.
you just fucking around at work.
Exactly.
A quarter of the time, it's gonna be you recreation.
It'll rarely, yeah.
So,
like,
like,
it'll
I don't
rarely
know.
be. You,
Recreation is the dangerous
yeah,
path.
you either roll the dice or you just
I
live
think.
life
Wait,
freely.
so you get $1 million, but for 5 minutes every day for 5 years.
yes, precisely.
Fuck no, because it's just
I
the
think I would
statistics
do
of
it.
that. You're bound to get caught doing.
Well, I mean, like, what is
Something.
what is getting caught? What are your repercussions?
It's just like be on the internet. Like no one
yeah,
really
it's
cares.
not like I'm like
it'll
beating
be
children
posted,
and
like-
robbing banks. Like,
Okay,
what
so
bad
it'll be
things am I
posted like
doing?
YouTube, which is like, yeah, there wouldn't really be any
I don't
repercussions.
know. There's some shit that I do that I wouldn't want to like go viral for.
Okay, well, yeah, if it could be like retweeted and shit, that's not great.
It technically could be, yes, because you'd be
Okay.
posting like YouTube, whatever, like YouTube and shit, and like
Okay,
just
then
no-
maybe not. Maybe I'll just
TikTok.
not have my life.
Literally
be
everyone can
broadcast.
see it.
Yeah, 5 minutes is kind of a long chunk of time. 24 times 6 is a lot. It's like 250. I know. That's 150.
24 times 6.
And then to see how many minutes are in a day. So how many 5 minutes? What percentage of the day that is? I don't know. Just like
I don't know.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
little.
now that you
Anyway,
say that, I
stupid.
probably wouldn't do it. I'm out.
Yeah, that'd be,
Yeah, maybe
a
not.
tough one to
I'm
commit
out.
I don't
to.
think so.
Yeah,
Cause yeah, fuck.
Labass, you still seem kind of.
I'm not doing it. I changed my mind. I'm not doing it. Too many loose ends.
Yeah, too many loose ends.
In
All right.
5 years, it becomes a lot of
Yeah,
loose ends.
5 years
Yeah.
is a lot of 5-minute clips.
All right. Hell yeah, we got by that quickly. All right, second one, $1 million. Or I mean, $1 billion. Sorry,
With a
a
B.
lot more money with the B. But every year you live on, you grow 2 inches. And it doesn't stop until like
So
you
I'm
finally pass away.
24 now. Let's say I live to be 84. So that's
So-
60 years. So I grow 120 more inches. So I
Yes.
grow.
Well, at some point-
I grow 10 more feet. I don't think so, Lardo.
Yes.
No, you couldn't do that.
Yes, no, but
Yeah.
in this world, that's what it is.
I can't do that. Or $1 billion. Fuck, that's so much money.
That's what I'm saying.
okay, so here's
15 feet tall.
here's my thought process. Here's my thought. Are we
just build a super
Are we going by
high
the
house.
logic that like it doesn't matter? Because like tall people, like super tall people, usually die early because their
yeah.
body can't.
yeah.
No,
put
it
that
wouldn't
much
affect how
blood.
long you live.
Okay,
It
so
wouldn't affect how long you live. Like based off of
if
what
you
you're doing naturally.
if you were to say
right?
yes, God, dude,
I know, right? It's super interesting.
you
question.
literally just have to live like.
You would just live a giant
You would have to
No,
get the
but
$1 billion and then
You
build
have
like
to just go fucking buck wild for your first 2 years. Like just do literally everything you've ever wanted to do, and then after that you become
How
abnormally
much do
tall.
you grow
Yeah.
a year?
maybe
2
2
inches.
That's a lot
year?
more than you think.
a year, which is
I go
A
from
year. How long would it take me to get to 7 feet tall? Not long.
yeah, like 4 years.
Say yeah. Say
I was
6
gonna make
feet,
it 1
takes you-
inch. I was
yeah,
gonna make
or
it 1
whatever,
inch,
yeah.
but 1 inch is too
ta-
easy because everybody would say yes. So I have to
6
make it 2
years.
inches a year.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. It's probably the best one I've come up with.
I don't know. I think
No shot. I think it's a no
I
shot.
think I
for
would,
me.
and I'd build like 100-foot story
Dude,
house.
but like
with
after you,
ceilings.
well, no, I was gonna say after you get to like 7 feet tall, what's the difference? But you know, it changes.
It's just getting
yeah, what's the difference? Like 5 more feet. Fuck.
doorways.
I don't know. I
a
feel
whole
like
other person on top of you.
yeah, you really couldn't do anything. But if you have $1 billion, you could just customize anything you ever wanted to be your size.
I'm not doing it.
We'd have to like.
I'm backing out.
I guess you would never
like
be able to
hold
get in a
Leo
car.
in through the garage. Like,
Yeah, fuck. You just yeah.
You couldn't even hang out with people unless it was at your place. Like, imagine
or
someone that's
outside.
just
Or
like 15
outside.
feet tall right here. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
die.
yeah, more than
Like, he's
twice.
sitting on that. Like,
They throw a die and die it comes
You
down.
literally
like
could throw the
fucking
die and just
terminal
throw it
velocity.
down.
Yeah, maybe
You'd
not.
still be high enough.
But $1 billion, that's so much cheddar.
it's a lot of cheddar.
I don't think I would do it.
I'm backing out. No shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
well, what's
can't.
to say? Like, I don't know. Ben, you were right though. Like doing everything buck wild.
You have like
first
four.
10
You have like
years.
technically, if you're like 6 feet, you have like 6 years max to just live your fucking life. Because like 7 feet tall, yes, it's really fucking tall, but like
It's
there's
not super
there's
abnormal.
there's like a
7
common
footers.
amount of 7 footers. I mean, like, well, I don't know.
Ben wants
It's
to
not.
watch NBA.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it's
It's
not
hard.
unheard of that you're 7 feet tall. You know,
Yeah, you could just be like a basketball prodigy. Just like throw me the ball way up here and just dunk it
that
in.
is.
The NBA would ban
That is
you
true.
probably.
Yeah, catch it up here and literally just,
Yeah, just like
place it.
palm it and be like
You just take one step past half court and just like fucking dunk the ball.
the scene in like Toon Squad, Looney Tunes, where Michael Jordan like stretches his arm hella far and like dunks it from like the half court line. That's
I was
what
thinking more like
imagine.
Timmy Turner. Remember when Timmy Turner gets really, really tall
Yeah,
on one game?
yeah.
So
it's funny. I haven't
yes,
seen
no?
that show.
No,
I'm gonna
sir.
say no.
no
Negative.
negative.
That's a good one.
Negative
Those
for me,
the
too.
$1 billion are so
Strike
hard to
out,
say
yeah,
no to. It's
yeah.
just like a
I know.
sour taste in my mouth.
I know.
God, I just lost $1 billion.
I'm glad you guys like that.
hands. I said no.
You should have seen. I might screenshot your guys' faces. You two
honest-
on the couch when I presented. You were like, huh? You were just.
But honestly, if you asked me the same question and there was $1 billion stacked up on this table, I would probably say yes.
Yeah.
Because I would just be,
Right in front of you.
Yeah, I would just be mesmerized,
Yeah.
like literally in a trance.
All right,
Like
well, speaking
Aladdin.
of $1
Yes,
billion, really
Anything.
quick.
That's literally what I
Yeah.
thought. What his eyes are all like circular.
They just announced the winner of the like 1.05 billion.
Oh,
Powerball
really?
from
Some-
like
oh,
a couple
yeah.
months ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like a lottery collective in Michigan. So it's
Shut the fuck
a group
up.
of like people or families that like pay into some kind of collective,
pot.
Yeah, yeah,
and
a
they
pot.
just buy lottery tickets for the collective.
And that's what it's for.
And
And,
then-
they got it.
They got it.
So
Well,
they
that's the-
each probably made like a good.
Well, it
couple
depends
mil
how many
each.
people-
I think the
bought
final
tickets.
payout
Yeah.
was like 577 million after taxes.
Taxes and everything.
Jesus Christ.
That's
That kind of takes the fun out of it.
Fucking smart. God damn it.
Bunch of bastards. Yeah,
But
Ben.
still, even even
we'll
if
do
you
that
buy like
next lottery.
1,000 lottery tickets, your odds are still so low.
0.00001%.
Like it's
You
still
really have like
such a
at that point you have like
shot in the dark.
I'm pretty sure you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than
yeah.
win the lottery.
Yeah, should I
I'm pretty
look?
sure you do.
Wait,
Getting
that
attacked
was
by a
one of
shark
my
or
looked this up
odds.
before.
Well, that's-
Yeah, right.
Smashed by a vending machine or some shit like
That's
that.
more likely than getting attacked by a shark. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure more people die from vending machines a year than shark attacks. I've seen that fact somewhere.
Just get to heaven. It's like, what are you in here for? Vending machine.
Those
You? Shark.
the odds of winning like any like average lottery is roughly 1 in 292 million. The odds of dying from a lightning strike are 1.2 million.
Far less.
So far less, yeah. Struck by
Have you seen that
lightning
video of
any
that kid playing soccer just gets struck by fucking lightning?
No, that sounds terrible.
He's nuts. He was okay. He's totally okay.
Yeah, I feel like if you're grounded, you survive.
No
most of the time.
one reacted to like like the kid was a defender like next to the goalie or something. You literally see a flash. You see him collapse, and then like no one said anything. Like just fucking
Play on, let him play, boys.
Oh my god.
Who's taking pictures over there? Turn off the flash.
Oh my god.
Idiots. All right. Well, last one, boys. $1 billion with a B.
I can't
But
say no to two.
every
that's what I'm thinking.
every other year, one country at random will try to find you. You're their number one most wanted criminal, but the next year you're fine, and so on. So every other year. So like next year, fucking Italy could be on your ass.
Do you
and be
know
like,
who's hunting you?
no,
Oh.
until like you finally made like encounter some people. But then after that year, they'll be like, oh, we have like the wrong guy, like whatever we fucked up.
Oh, so like the
So you
repercussions.
didn't do anything wrong, but you're just the number one on their hit list.
So if they like catch you
Dude,
on,
I would
on
just
day
I would die of a
364,
fucking heart attack
they'll
at
let
like
you
40
go the
years
next
old
day?
from just the stress that would bring.
So what if it's like
yeah, so you always on the
You have
off
to
years
go
you
live
can
in
chill.
some country that has no extradition.
well, or if
True.
with a
You go to
billion dollars,
Switzerland on the off years.
I'd literally buy like 15 identities and be
That's what
be
I'm saying.
nobody.
There's so
And,
many ways
yeah, you would
around
never
this.
be able
You
to
can
be
have so
found.
many aliases and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
houses and like all this shit.
With
You're
$1 billion,
you know?
you could be anybody you wanted.
But then again, like, what if like Germany or like fucking like US is going after
USA,
you,
yeah,
or, like,
that's the one I'd be most worried about.
fucking like
Or maybe
Sierra Leone.
China.
Well, yes. We'll say like the United States is looking for Leo LaRocca, and Leo LaRocca uses a passport, he uses an Italian national or Italian
Borlasca.
passport that says fucking whatever the fuck, whoever his name is, and he's just chilling in Italy for a year. Like, how on earth would they ever know? Like, if I don't know, like
They'll find you.
I mean,
That's
like,
what I'm
it's
saying,
I
you
feel like
be-
it's
you would be Bin
It's happened
Laden.
before, you know.
Leo, you
How?
literally be
Like,
Bin
what
Laden.
has it?
The movies, bro.
Oh yeah, okay. In the movies, yeah. There's like, oh, we got my satellite image here.
Leo,
Like,
they're sending
enhanced.
yeah, okay. Oh, great.
You're literally Bin
No,
Laden.
I would
for a
be
year,
feel
every
safe.
other year.
I would feel safe.
I don't know if I'd do it.
Actually, wait. Did you just say Bin Laden?
You would be like a Bin Laden to the U.S.
fuck.
every other year to
Yeah,
a certain country.
that's what I'd be most worried about. Like the
Well,
U.S.
then
one
you
might-
okay. So, but
You wouldn't
every
die
other
or
year, so
anything.
you would
You
have
wouldn't
you would have a year time to kind of figure out your new shit, though, right?
yeah,
Because
every other year.
Yeah, so I feel like
So
by
the off years, you
a
can go to
whole
Hawaii,
year,
chill
you
fat.
could basically be a new person.
Bro,
and
that'd be
have
yeah.
a
If that was actually like
Yeah,
if
for
that was
sure, I'm
actually
doing it.
reality, that'd be so fucking funny. Like 1 year, like a country's looking for you, and obviously other countries hear about that, and then like it just goes away. And then another country's looking for you, like what the fuck is this?
It's like, this guy's like not syncing up. And then one of them is just like serial, because he just fucking snipes you, and then the game ends. You're like, oh fuck, I lost.
Game over.
They found me. They have the judge, jury, and executioner is just the guy sniping you.
On one of your good years where you're not being traced, you'd have to like buy a private island somewhere in like middle of fucking nowhere in the ocean, and then buy some air defense systems from the U.S. And then you just stay on your island while they're going after you. You know, if they try and come get you,
Or just live on a submarine for every other year.
Oh,
never breach a nuclear submarine.
No,
That honestly
Hell
probably costs more than $1
no.
billion.
Oh, that would be
Nuclear submarine.
terrifying. I can't do that.
No,
I
I
don't think
wouldn't
I'd
do
ever
that.
go
You
on a
just-
An
submarine. in my
island
life.
would be dope. I feel like no one would find you on an island.
Yeah, but like if you
Right, but it
you
depends.
could
Like
definitely go crazy.
some
just,
islands,
yeah.
but like,
It's like-
and
it's like a
there's also like
tropical- it's like a
tropical fucking
prison.
storms that
Yeah.
could just smoke your fucking island. Like, you
If
can-
I
Well,
like
I mean,
had an
I
island,
would
I'd
have like some sick little
Super
bunker
fortified,
island.
yeah.
I feel like
I
it.
could
Yeah,
build
like
it.
yeah.
with my
Right, but
money.
at some
like
point,
freaking
at some
bedrock.
point, you might run out of fucking money, like running, unless you go to the same island all
I
the
feel
time.
like I could buy an identity for like $15,000, and that's pretty cheap considering I have $1 billion.
Right.
Like I could
I
buy,
mean,
I
it's
could
literally
be
nothing.
10 different people.
Yeah.
For like 150 grand.
You can be
that's-
LaRocca in Burlesque.
Well, I don't want to be Leo LaRocca. I would be literally anybody but that, actually. I would be like,
Vincenzo Labas. You just see Leo just working in the farm, making his
oh no, my name's John Smith. I'm no Leo LaRocca here.
harvesting his pest.
Burn off all my fingertips.
You could also just like wear like fucking Mission Impossible masks the entire time.
Yeah, those. Or like the bad
I would just,
grandpa
like-
mask with Johnny Knoxville puts on the super realistic
yeah,
makeup.
exactly.
Oh my god.
So yes, no.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
it for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
It also like
I'd
kind
probably
of
do
it kind of sounds fun in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep you young. Constantly looking over your shoulder every year.
When is that?
I would do
Reality
it
is
too.
making you older.
Yeah, it's aging me horribly.
Well, we have a couple minutes left. Anything else? Anything else?
Gina?
Anything interesting? Oh God, don't say that. Anything else interesting happen?
What did you do last night, Leonardo?
doesn't.
Oh, I know now.
Yeah. Anything else interesting? Any other like fun?
I need a
stories. I'm just gonna end this right now.
Leonardo's in hot water.
Banjo wanted me to question you on here.
Oh
Yeah, he
God,
called me too. He's like, I just
did.
called Jackson, told him to
Thank
roast
God
Leonardo.
I didn't have him on this week. He would've
I held off.
roasted me.
Part.
Well, we got one vaccinated boy. Soon more to come.
I'm
Let's
undecided.
go.
I'm undecided.
Anytime masker for life,
We're gonna
baby.
kidnap
I need to
Leo
get
and
mine
stick
soon,
a shot
too.
in him.
Just haul him over your shoulder.
We're
Not
putting
me,
it-
I'm
Putting the shot in his neck. Though.
Yeah, right in my neck, right in my eyeball.
Do you not want one?
I don't not want one, but I just don't want to go do it because, like, I don't know. I have no reason.
It was
to say
it was
not
a
to.
process.
Yeah,
man.
that's just the reason I
It
don't want
literally
to is the process.
I don't know.
anyways.
The, the feeling
It's
reminded
only
me
gonna be more of
of
a process when they let everyone go and get them.
Yeah, I know, Jackson.
Laura, you know that scene in Raised by Wolves when they go back to when like they're at Earth and everyone's like going into the spaceship to leave Earth.
Oh yeah.
It kind of like reminded me of that. Like,
Really?
everyone was just like preparing for the end. And I was just like,
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ,
we
this
need
is
to
gnarly.
continue that show, by the way.
How long do you
that
think the
show's
human
gnarly.
race is going to last for? And if it's not forever, how do you think it's going to end? Crazy. Just think about that.
Like honestly, I don't think anybody will set off their nukes unless like AI or someone like some shit like that sets off our nukes.
Skynet.
But it'll honestly probably be climate change. It'll just be the weather fucking everything.
I was going to say like a mass.
It'll
like,
be a mass everything.
drought,
Tornadoes,
like famine,
volcanoes.
drought, famine, sort
Well,
of
yeah,
shit.
so
resource
if-
collapse.
Yeah,
if we
exactly.
don't-
That's what I was thinking.
If we don't move to like
the moon.
Mars or
Titan.
further off,
Well,
We
what the
slipped through a
fuck?
black
Wait,
hole.
the thing is, like, why does moving to Mars solve our problem? Like, why couldn't we just make whatever
Yeah,
the fuck we're
yeah.
gonna make on Mars here?
right?
But also, it's like what I
Mars
how I
has
think
more
about it
CO2
is
Because
like
people are
than
fucking
we-
retarded.
that's how I think about it is
Jackson,
like
'cause
you
people
have
are fucking retarded, and they like we all, everyone on this planet, whether they want to admit it or not, knows that we're taking time away right now in terms of climate change.
I feel like why would you like?
But no
spend-
one wants to come together and just focus all efforts on that. So we're pretty much fucked, honestly.
It's just a really hard problem to solve. That's
Well,
It is.
It's
it
a
is.
perfect
But
analogy.
There's definitely ways to help it.
Can
But
I
people
say? Can I
just-
say the perfect analogy?
Whether it's
for it?
money or anything like that, they just
It's like going to the doctor. You're going to the doctor, and the doctor's saying, "Hey, you have cancer. You should get this treatment. You should get this chemo." You as an individual, yes, you definitely do that, right? Because you want to like save yourself. You want to live longer. If you bring that to a whole group of people and you say, "Hey, the Earth has cancer. The Earth is heating up. The Earth's fucked. We need to save it." It's not in their best interest to save it because it's not directly affecting them. And
At
that's
that
the
time.
base, and that is the basis of what people are dealing with. Is that it's not directly affecting you until it is, and when it is, it's already too late.
right, because the majority of people that have control over it, there's so
Yeah.
much money involved in their life that
Exactly.
it's like almost taking a back seat.
Yeah,
to it, you know?
exactly.
But also like colonizing Mars is like like we're on like we're on obviously a viable planet and like with resources and things like that.
Mars
and, like,
is fucking
and,
nothing.
yeah, I'm saying like we have things to work with here where I feel like you were saying, if we all band together and like tried to like revert climate change a little bit, we could have like a chance. But like, why would we spend all these like resources going to a fucking desolate planet like that's just a wasteland? Like there's no trees, there's no water that we know of or whatever. There's no organic life that we know of and stuff like that.
But
But it's just like
breathable atmosphere.
like the atmosphere is like nowhere near like hospitable for a human just to walk around. Like it's gonna take so much money, so much time, and so much
I was about
effort.
to say the time is the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Like,
just to go
people
somewhere
think
that
you
might
can
not.
you can live there and
what's the point?
terraform a planet.
No, you're
immediately.
right.
That literally takes thousands of fucking years.
It's like
right.
Another great
everything you need
I agree.
to build there, all the tools, the machinery, the actual resources to build shit, you need to get to the planet.
Yeah. It's not like because like you're like you're starting from shit, nothing. Like you have rocks and dust.
Literally, mine.
you have to get it sent.
Not even that. There's not even a fucking tree
in the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Like going.
There's nothing. You have rocks and then other
You're in
rocks.
the nether. You spawn in the
You're
nether.
literally literally
Yeah.
spawn on bedrock, and then that's
You're
your. That's
fucked.
there you go.
Well, there's even
So
trees
it's
in the
just
nether now, so maybe be more like the end. You know.
It would literally.
Yeah,
just
honestly, it literally would be more like the end.
It would be like a bed
Desolate.
of bedrock and nothing else on the top layers, and you're at the bottom floor.
Stupid.
Just
It would
bedrock.
just. I don't understand it. I feel like you might as well dump all the resources in your to saving the planet you already still have
No,
somewhat
there's
of
still
a
the
grasp on.
chance.
That's a good point.
We
It's
still have a
honestly a really
chance.
good point.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you try to like fix the shit you have now rather than just abandon ship and put all your resources into something that's
Fucking
like
cowards.
very
Yeah.
minutely viable, if viable at all. That's all I had to say.
You're right.
Just wanted to bring up that last apocalyptic.
No, you're
human
right.
race
It's like super
ending.
interesting. It's like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
we doing? A lot of that's like preparing for the worst too. Like I feel like a lot of those plans are plans that they would have in action in case the world like goes to shit. So
There
they're,
is.
like,
I guarantee
you know what I'm
there
saying?
are.
Like there are
planes?
probably
What do you mean?
contingencies.
Well, no,
like,
yeah,
in,
I
like,
guarantee
whatever
you
happens. But
the most high up people that there are in the world have end of the world plans. Like guaranteed.
Like, I thought you said plans at first, like they're plans, but planes. Yes, they like.
No, plans.
I thought you meant like the planes that like never have to land.
no,
you know, like
plans,
solar
like plans for like
Just
as in
fly
like
above the
moving
chaos
away
forever.
from like I don't know, like if whatever happened, because like that Mars shit's like it's so like far fetched, but
Like,
they're like
no,
they're-
it's not going to be
they're
anyone in our
thinking- yeah.
lifetime.
They're not thinking about that. They're not thinking about that to
Well,
have two different living situations.
If we don't do anything by the end of our lives, Earth's we can probably tell that Earth's fucked.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
'cause
like
if it goes a
since
point, like,
Earth
if it
has
goes
been here
above, like,
for
4
so many billions
Celsius.
of years, it's
Well,
probably
okay,
gone
so-
through weird
well,
purges
so-
and like ice ages and climate changes. And
I'll
shit.
show you this
So,
documentary.
here's what it
if
is.
you
You
want.
rock in space.
show you
Like
this.
Earth won't be fucked, but a viable Earth for us to live on will be
Hospitable
fucked.
human
Earth
Earth.
will obviously go on, and it'll like after we're all if this is the way it goes, and after humans fucking die out, it'll figure itself out again.
Yeah, it can't
And
not.
reconfigure itself,
It's
and
just time.
life might come again. Probably, I would assume most animals won't die. Well, animals will survive, even if humans die out, and it'll just
Just like
restart the
extinction
cycle.
of the dinosaurs. Only
Like
small little mammals and
Earth's
shit
not
survive.
fucked. It's just a viable Earth for us to live in
Yeah, I agree.
is heading down a bad path.
There's a documentary called
concur.
Ice on Fire that Leonardo DiCaprio narrates. I watched it the other day, and they have like a graph, and like you're saying, like whatever ins and outs going up and down. But you can literally, they have the data from millions of years ago up until now, and it's always going up and down, always going up and down.
fluctuating. in
And then like
temperature.
from BC, always going up and down, and then like all of a sudden now they call it the hockey stick because it's just like up and down, and it's just like a fucking send, like nothing you would ever see in millions of years of like Earth's
terrific.
like heat or whatever, and that's why they call it the hockey stick because it's just like a fucking dramatic like
check mark.
You literally
Just like a down up.
and it's like oh okay like
On a brighter note, hockey, great sport. I feel like it's
Phenomenal.
with
Papa
us.
hates hockey. I learned
Really?
that the other day. Yeah, he's like, oh, just letting him fight, and that's so stupid. Just play the game. I was like, all right, okay.
It's us on the West Coast don't get it, but like it's a really cool. Like people that are skilled at hockey are fucking
Fun
disgusting.
to watch too. I like.
Oh,
watching
yeah, I like
hockey.
watching.
Like a bunch of my friends
never been to a hockey
from
game.
college where I would love to go to a hockey game.
I've been to one hockey game in my entire life, and it was a Sharks game, and I went with Gino Gelati in like 4th grade.
I
cool.
should have I
Were you
Santa
in box?
Clara, I'm right near the Shark Stadium. I always
don't
wanted to
even
go and I
remember.
never
I don't
did.
think so. It
should've.
wasn't like it was just Mike and like 2 stupid kids, so I don't think he would do that. But I
Hockey
remember I
seems
got a
like
sticker.
a fucking great time.
I went to
Yeah.
the World Series with Gina.
That's pretty cool.
for the Giants.
Giants, probably.
That's sick. What, 2008?
That was 2008.
2008, 2010, 2012?
Yeah, back then we were so good at our sports.
What year was the wild card year? Was it the first one or was it the...
I think it was the first one. Or no, I think it was the second.
I think it
2008, I thought there was in
Crazy.
their trio of wins or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's when it
Dynasty.
started, but, like the wild card is when they were like weren't really supposed to win.
yeah.
I mean, like a wild card team is never usually...
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
Especially, like, football,
one
it
to bet
almost,
on.
like, never fucking happens because it's such a grueling sport.
Alrighty. Well, guys, thank you for listening and tuning in. Leave a like, hit that notification bell. Let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes because no one has yet. And we'd like more comments, so fucking get on that. Thank you, Leo Jackson and Ben, for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Bene. Ciao.
And that's the way the news goes.